Well, we're live, last day of the year. Probably do 2 videos today. I'll do this one and one tonight. Don't know how long I'll be on, but I'm still sanding, as you guys know. And I've sanded through. There's a white line right there. Well, I'm going to show you how to make that disappear. What I did was there's a ink line right here. I taped over the ink line and over the orange line. It'll be evident when I unmask it. And then I rolled this tape back. So you want to have the glue side facing out. So it's rolled back like this. You want to fold it like that and stick it on there so the glue side is facing out. And that will leave no hard line, or at least that's the theory. We're going to hope. So what I'm doing is somehow I misplaced the original yellow I used, so I'm mixing up some yellow here. I got I don't know, about a pint of Cub yellow, and we use our good thinner. We're gonna mix it up. So we got there. We want to come up to almost to that line right there, over 400 milliliters. Oop. Now, if you're going to paint yellow, you got to paint yellow over white. Don't try to paint yellow over red, over whatever color. Let's see here. The reason I'm painting the yellow first, and hopefully, oh shoot, I got a spot here in white I need to fix. I didn't figure you guys wanted to see me sand for more hours, so I still have been sanding. I'm still working on the sanding on this, and I'll show you what I'm basically doing, but I thought we'd get a little painting in here a little bit. So I'm going to use my Iwata. This is an artist airbrush top loader. I need the nozzle cover. Can't believe I lost that. So I'm using my artist compressor. I'll give you a shot of that, so we don't have to make a whole lot of noise with this. And we need this part here. As opposed to using a bottom feeder airbrush like this Iwata as well. I got some master airbrush ones too, but I think the Iwata's work probably the best. So let's plug this in. We need to plug this in.
Taping?
I'm taping, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay, have fun.
I'm gonna go to the little store.
All right, so that's the noise you're going to hear when it's running. It's not too awful bad. It's got a little tank on it. And now I have been working on arranging my shop. I can show you that. I bought these plastic tubs. You know what? I need a little more room is what I need here. I bought these plastic tubs so that I could put stuff in them and see what's in them, because I got a lot of stuff in cardboard boxes. I don't even know what's in that box. So a lot of times I already have something, but I can't find it, so I just buy another one. So I figured to invest in these boxes. These are non-waxed cups. You don't want to use a waxed cup. You want to use a non-waxed cup. I should have got two out. So I'm going to pour some paint in that. I'm not even sure, about an ounce of paint in here. It'll take just a little smidge of that. It won't take hardly any of it. So before you get started, you want to adjust your needle all the way in so the fluid is shut off. So we used like nothing there. Got a spot on the wing I'm going to have to repair too. Anyway, I poured a little bit in there and still got a little bit in there. So I'll pour it back in and clean this out. Now we'll get our crap thinner and pour a little crap thinner in it and wipe it out and put some orange in there. I just this color change stuff is no big deal. Everybody makes a big deal out of it. As long as you start at the lightest colors first, and I wish I would have started at white first, but I didn't, so I'll have to do a thorough clean out of this gun when I get ready to do that white over there. So I got my orange. To get another one of these cups because we don't want to contaminate between the two colors. Awful lot to go through for the front row, and you don't even know if you're going to make it to the front row, but we're not going to give them anything to look at. No glaring errors. If I can keep it free from road rash hanger rash between now and the gnats. This is old dope. It's got to be 40 years old. It has a different smell to it. Hey, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so, because I'm only 4 away from 3,900. I doubt I'll ever see big numbers like some of them guys, 100,000 and that, but you never know. Nobody's interested in making toy airplanes. Happy New Year, Tommy. Okay, so now we got that one spot and it's right next to the yellow. What do you do? Well, we're going to cart it. All I have here is a piece of sandpaper. You know what? I seen another one of those hangers. Where did that hanger go? One of them hangers there would be really nice. No. No, that won't work. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't throw that hanger out. If I can find it, I'm going to mount it right now. I just saw it today. Nope, can't find it. Or at least not now. Okay, so that's our repair. All the white is gone, so we'll demask it here. And yes, it'll get some clear on it, so I don't do that again. Because this underside of the stab is all sanded out. It's probably could use it again, but so we have no hard line there, so that's good. Let's see if I did my tape job right. Yeah. Hey guys, almost like I knew what I was doing. Bada bing. So, more of the story is, you got a little problem somewhere in the paint, don't worry about it. It ain't that big a deal. Set this up there on the shelf. Here's the shelf I reorganized. And of course I reorganized my tool wall. And I got all the resin stuff down there. I'm getting ready to make some landing gear. I think I'm going to try to make about 100 sets. And I'll figure out what they cost. They'll be for sale. There'll be this landing gear right here. What do I do with it? We'll do these. I make some bell cranks too, but nobody wants to buy them for what they need, what I need to get for them. This bell crank here has the flashing on it, but I'll break the flashing out. This carbon fiber, indestructible, and it weighs 6 grams. We'll make some more of those. I'm going to do some propellers too. Now, I did make some other landing gear when I first started making landing gear that looked like this. Of course, they weren't painted. They were flat landing gear. And they were okay, but kind of soft. I didn't realize what I was doing. I was using the wrong kind of resin. So I'm using the HDR 250 for the next go around, and they'll be post-cured. So that'll be good. Let's see what Skip has to say. I gotta move this over here. Thank you. And I'm going to try to get all the benches cleared off and everything. You know, I don't have much longer before I'm going to be back here for good. So I think I fulfilled my contract with those guys myself. All right, so let me show you this other piece that I'm doing here. Of course, I got all this sanded out. This is you see how this needs to be, this spot here needs to be as flat as this here, and we'll keep sanding until it is. Of course, I thought about doing some trim on my landing gear legs too. I don't know. I mean, let me get rid of this so I don't spill it on the floor. I'm going to build some under the bench drawers too, so I got some place to put some stuff. We sanded this out, and that's how that happened there. And so if you look right here, you can see that it's shiny. I need to sand those out real quick. So if you want to do a top-notch paint job, oh, that didn't sound good. Like my Monado, like this one, or whatever, it's going to take just an inordinate amount of finished sanding. It's just ridiculous. And I'm not sure you guys want to watch me do all that, but okay, we got that flattened out. That's good. A little spot right there, and we'll be done with this, and we'll fix this wingtip here. Well, I have a spot here. See that smudge right there? We're going to fix that smudge too. Yes, how are you going to fix a smudge? Well, I'm going to tape off that line and let that smudge hang out, and I'm going to whisk some white on it and then clear over it and rub it out. You'll never see it. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. We got a dent we need to repair. I got my iron here. I couldn't find it at the apartment because it's here. Now, I don't know how this happened. But if you look right here, there's some acro green. I must have had a chip there that I wanted to repair, and I left the acro green on it. So, take some 320 and very gently, we don't want to sand through the white. Just stay on the green. I don't have any 600, I don't think, but I do have 1,000. So let me look real quick. Yep, I do have a piece of 600. Okay, so went 320, then we're going to hit 600, then 1,000, and then we're going to paint that. Just puts it on there and you'll never see it. This all needs to be sanded out. I think we'll sand first and then paint. Okay. So this is 6. We don't want to use 6. That's 2. That's 1. Okay, we'll use 1. This wing here I haven't really addressed yet. I haven't really got to sanding it, so the shine will come up tenfold. I mean, it looks shiny now, but it's not. We've been into this 23 minutes, and we only got 3 watchers. Sometimes I don't think you guys are interested. That's why I don't show all these sanding videos. But all this model airplane business is about is sanding. So let's get the sand in this. Then we'll touch it up. Then we'll buff it out. As I told you guys before, it takes longer. I don't know what that is now. Shit. That's 600. Boy, it's a good thing I didn't grab that and start sanding. It takes longer to finish than it does to build it. About twice as long, actually. You guys that just came on, if you're looking for the touch-up, we'll be getting to another one, but I did it at the beginning of the video. So this is 1,000 grit. And we'll get it flat. Then 2,000, then 3,500 or 2,500. I found that my old method of hand rubbing does a better job. Let me reiterate what's going on. The machine polisher does a good job getting it to a certain point. And to finish it off, you got to hand rub it because it looks better hand rubbed. I forgot about that. But if you want your airplane to really shine, all this rubbing is what's going to do it. I can take a paint job that's total crap and turn it into a nice job just by sanding. Well, we're down to 2, so nobody's interested in this. I'm trying to think what I can take back with me to Dayton to put on an interesting show for you. I don't know what I'm going to build. I got to build something because you guys are tired of seeing the paint work. While I'll still be sanding, I'll be sanding for the next month. But I got to take some. I might start building another one of these or whatever. We got to get to the Magnum yet, but I won't do that till I get back here for good. The Magnum's only 2 weeks away from finish. Get to start building another one of these. So I got to back up. Change a little bit of the looks of it. What do you guys think? Should I do a couple of stripes on these or not? Red and orange stripe. There's a spot on the nose I got to fix too, right on the nose just behind the spinner. That'll be an interesting fix. Happy New Year. I think it says Bryce. Can't see that far across the room. Eyesight's getting bad. After midnight tonight, I want to know who's going to be the first super chat guy. First of the year. That'll be interesting. I'll be on right at New Year's tonight for the first video of Stunt Hanger New Year. Not that it's a big deal, you know, I just like Christmas. When you were a kid, Christmas was a big deal. Hey, Yogi, Christmas was a big deal, but when you get to be an old fart like me, it's just another day. That I was driving on Christmas Day going back to work. And I'll be driving Monday to go back to work. I'm about sick of work, to be honest with you. You know, when Jerry was alive, Jerry Hopp, he was a member of this forum. And I went to work for him after the Nationals one year on the way back from Growing in 2017. as a favor to him. Well, he passed away, and I think I have fulfilled my obligation to these guys. But they did give me a Christmas bonus, so I couldn't say, well, thanks for the bonus. I quit. So I'm going to stay on for a little while longer. That's just how I roll. Loyalty. But I think I've fulfilled my commitment to Jerry. Shit, his son doesn't even show up as much as I do. They don't give his son any crap, but we won't fly this until we get a good day. Probably about March, really. No, I don't think so. Oh, it's Bryce. Bryce. Well, the bone out is still yet to be done. Yeah, it's shiny, but we still got to bone it out with 5,000. The whole airplane. I want to be able to shave in the reflection. This finish is better than the Monado. And the Monado was pretty nice. Okay, let's hit it with 2, and then we'll move on. You can thank all this sanding to Big Jim Lynch. I think it was about 2007, 2008 when he enlightened me on the bottom of the airplane. I always used to just cheat the bottom. I would leave a coat or two of clear off the bottom. I'd sand it and it'd look shiny, but it wouldn't be finished to a mirror like I'm doing here. That's the airplane right there. And you see how shiny that is. That got me to start finishing better. And that's a pretty nicely finished airplane on the top. On the bottom, it's shiny, but it's not super slick like this is going to be. We're going to put that one back in the air. He gave me a motor to go back in that thing. See, at one time, when I thought PAs were going to be around forever, I sold off all my PAs. I needed the money. I think I had about 10 or 15 PA motors. I had PA 40 ultralights, PA 40 regular. Joey Matheson has my PA 40 regular in a Viper that I sold him. And let me see, I had 2 or 3 PA 61s. I was running them in my Thunderbolts until I discovered that's not enough power. Then I got some 65s, and I ran 65 for a while, and then I had 75s. Well, I finally replaced my PA motor collection. I got what I need, two 75s, a 65, and a 61. I don't have any ultralights, but Randy always said it puts out more power than a Super Tiger 60. I ain't buying that. Especially my Brian Gardner 60s. They really run good. We'll get this sanded out. We'll get out the white paint, touch that up, and I'll touch that other thing up over there. And I'll get out some airbrush clear and clear it up, and then we'll go back to sanding. This is 2000 here. Now we got 10 likes and only 7 watchers. How's that happen? Okay, let's mix up some white and we'll touch that up on the white. And we don't have to do anything on that because there's no colors in a close proximity, so I'll just airbrush that white on very carefully. And we'll tape that spot off and very carefully go over that. Let me get this airbrush cleaned out. So we got orange here, and we don't want any orange in the white. That would be a disaster. Give me a second, guy. Of course. Oh, man. I need that other hanger on the bench. What the hell happened to it? Now we're switching up. We're going from orange to white. So you got to make damn sure that every bit of orange is out of this airbrush, or you'll have orange white. So what I do is, which is not a big deal, but you don't need to take them all apart. You just need to pull the needle back, put your finger on the end. Let me show you here. Come on. I need a cameraman. I need some help. Put your finger on the end. I'm going to squirt a little bit of thinner in there. Now it's leaking, but not bad. And I got this little bottle brush, end brush like that. Just kind of smush it down in there. Then we're going to put that back in, push the needle back in, cap it off, and then let her rip. Yep, 100% clean. Be sure to pull the needle out and wipe any of the goober off of it. You know what? I see a little bit of smuts in there. There it is. Now, if you get these needles and the thing won't spray right, what you do is you take a ballpoint pen and you take the center out where the ink goes and you cut off about an inch off the end of that ballpoint pen and you slide it over the end of this so that makes kind of a bushing. You put this in a drill and you drill it with, or you sand it with 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 grit sandpaper. Put the point back on it and the airbrush will start spraying right. Now you're going to have to use that ballpoint pen trick just for the simple fact your drill will not capture that fine a needle. That's the 32nd of an inch, not even a 32nd. Unless you got some kind of special drill I don't know about. And that's possible. I don't know a lot of stuff. I do know I'm pissed off I can't find my little holder. Where the hell did I just seen it today. Oh well, I'm going to put a holder on the bench here to hold this airbrush up here instead of laying it on its side. Let me put some white in this. Well, I guess I better get another cup or I'll be making a big mess trying to transfer a quart jar over that little hole. Remember, unwaxed. They're not very expensive, about $5 for 100. I don't know what whatever they are, just buy them. Okay. And that's all the paint you're going to need. It don't take much. Okay, let's fix that smudge. I guess what I'm going to have to do is put a couple of nails in this bench until I can find my hanger. This is probably a mistake, but I'll do it anyway. Never know. Might be just as good as a hanger. Might be more solid. Let me get the hammer here. Of course, I knew something was going to happen. That's what I didn't want to happen. Set that there, not to be disrupted. Okay. I'm going to have to drive those all the way in, though, because I'm going to end up catching my pants on it or something. All right, we wanted to fix this. This side, yep. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Can't really zoom in. But if you look right there, there's a small smudge. Trust me, those the good appearance point judges will ding you for it. If I was judging, I would ding me for it. Okay, you see that little smudge hanging out there? Just that easy. Look at that. Just like I knew what I was doing. Of course, we'll come back and hit it with clear. I better put a piece of tape on it so I know where to do it. Clear. Got to clear that area right there. And we got to clear the other area over here. Because if you don't, and you start rubbing on it, you just rub the white off you just put on. And I got to clear, was it this side here? Yeah, I got to clear right here. So the next thing is to mix some clear in the airbrush. We got to clean the thing out with the white. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see, any more white spots to fix? I don't think so. I sure see a lot of rubbing coming though. This is all needs to be rubbed. Yeah, let me clean this out and we'll put some clear on it. So, crap thinner. Okay, that same thing. Down in the bottom, there's a bunch of white in there. We'll take the needle out, pull it back. You see how everybody makes a big production out of color change, and it's not. It's just not. It's just a pain in the ass. 100% clean. But don't forget to pull the needle out and wipe it off. Otherwise, you could spit out a booger. Okay, I need to wipe this off, and then we'll put some clear in it. God, all these hoses and wires. Shit, kill yourself. When I get back here for good, I'm going to hook up overhead air lines. Overhead air lines and overhead electrical. And all the sound cords and everything will be overhead. Frog. Okay, Spock, live long and prosper. Okay, we've got all the white cleaned up. And now we're ready to add clear. Need another cup. But at least now I know where they are. I don't have to chase them around the shop trying to find them. I can see them. I can see my fiberglass. I can see my box of spinners. I can see my box of wheels, fuel tanks. You know what? I think I just found John's X-Acto knife that I didn't think I had. No, because it had a cap. No, that ain't it. Oh well, it ain't his. Just an oddball one that I got. I see some white down there. Can't have that. You say, well, we're painting over white. Yeah, but I'm also painting over red and yellow. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, I think we need a rule proposal that appearance points should be worth one maneuver, not a half a maneuver. But just like in anything with life, when they take it away from you, you'll never get it back. They took away our 5-point starting bonus. What's the difference? Whether you got it in there or not, just leave it in there. Used to be 40 points, then too many non-builder whiners complained. Don't forget to take this off, otherwise you'll leave a hard line there. Boy, I don't like this one as much as I like my bottom feed gun for putting clear on. Let me get some material out of this thing. Must be out. Oh, still got smoke in there. There it is. There it is. We got some clear on it now. So let's do this right here. Hopefully I don't get a drip. And let's see, the wingtip over here, we'll do 2 coats on these spots. What the hell is going on with this thing? This clear must be too thick. But we ain't a thinning it anymore. That's what it is, it's too thick. Oh, we're out. Oh, we're out. That helps. We're out. I'll leave that off. I don't like to because you could bend the needle, but we'll leave it off till we get this done. Too many obstacles. You know, I could paint the whole stab, the whole underside. Maybe. And trust me, when I sand it and polish it, you won't be able to tell the transition. It will not show, not one iota. We're out. So we got 2 coats on that. We need to get another coat on this tip. That's it. And we're out anyway. Oh no, we're not. I don't think it needs it anywhere else. So I ended up getting plenty of everything on this airplane, especially after using an extra core to clear. Here's another thing. Make sure that you guys, this airplane was painted on the 19th. And then I mixed the clear on the 20th. Make sure you mark your can. This batch is 50-50, 12, 20, 22. And the white was 12, 19. And the orange was about 2017. The orange was my Junar paint. The yellow was today, so I'll mark that later. Let me put this back. We got to put some thinner, run some thinner through it. Don't leave your airbrushes with any paint in them. These Iwata airbrushes are a substantial investment, about $100 and some a piece, 130, I think. Kind of like my sign painter's brushes, it's $25 to $40 a piece. You don't want to leave any paint in them. So we're good to go there. I'm sure there'll be some more spots on it to touch, but yeah. Turn that off. Okay, we're done painting. We get back to sanding. And I know you guys just love sanding. You know my best most viewed video that I made is sanding. I don't understand it, but whatever. So we can't sand on those until probably tonight sometime. You know, people say that I rush things too much or whatever. I just want to get it done. When I was a kid, chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect. Test. Let's see. Let's try that. Didn't work. What's the story here, Larry? Test. Yeah, it's working. Are you guys still on? It says please wait while we try to reconnect you. It says we're up and running. I can't tell. There's always some pimple-faced kid doing something. Okay, I had a problem. I had a small dent. I had a small dent that was right by the U. Of course, I can't see it or feel it. Maybe it's this side. No, it's the inside. It's right there. So, and I do mean it's ever so small. We're going to take the monocoat iron, turn it on, and all the way up. I was trying to do it with my trim iron, but couldn't get her to come out with a trim iron. Just not big enough. Okay, we'll turn it on high, and I'll get a paper towel, and we'll iron out this minute dent. I mean, it's ever so small, but I know it's there. When it's sitting in the sunlight, somebody will know it's there. So, I mean, it's just a little tiny thing. We also have a spot on the nose. I'm going to have to aqua green sand and paint right on top of the nose behind the spinner. Because that is the focal point of your airplane. When somebody walks up to it, they look right down at the spinner and the nose, so it better be perfect. The rest of the airplane, you can get away with little faux pas, but right down on top of the nose better be perfect. We got a little faux pas there, but that's the way it goes. And I'm not going to worry about it. Come on, heat up. Right there. You really can't see it unless you candle it just right, but I know it's there. see, this is pretty smooth. Can't feel that. I'm going to sand this again. Sand this right here. That feels like a mountain there. Do some 2,000. Let's do some 1,000 first. This is 2,000, 1,000. So while we're waiting for this iron to heat up, I'll go ahead and sand this fillet out area out. Yeah, right there. I'm not getting stuck with my pants down this time. Gonna fix all the mistakes. I sure wish Wendy'd come back. Of course, he'd be stiff competition, but that man is a craftsman. Still need to go some more. Wendy knows about the Zen of sanding. He just uses too much paint, that's all. That's why he'd be hard to compete with. He's got all that paint on there. I can't believe some of the people that are watching me that I didn't know who's watching me. But that's good. You know, I want you guys to, everybody to watch and maybe pick up a trick or two. Okay, we got that. Okay, so that sounds like it's cycling. Let me get some wet. Go to the bathroom and wet this paper towel. Now I gotta tell you, don't follow my lead. Don't do what I do. You could very easily ruin your airplane by doing this. And what I mean by that, it could boil the paint, and it might on me, you know. Right there. And that got it. We sure could smell it. She was smoking. Yeah. Maybe just one more time. You got to watch that. The one more time could be the disaster. Okay, let me unplug this. Yep, I got it. Can't feel it. Maybe we can get this one here too. There's a little dent right there. Well, we got her smoking. This is the one I couldn't get at my apartment. Yep, got it. Yeehaw. Let's see. Oh, might be a little bit more right there. Right there. Yep, I got it. What makes this work is the steam. You gotta have a super hot iron, pretty wet rag, and move it. Don't let it sit, because if you let it sit, it'll boil the paint right off the wood. I've got it, 100%. Okay, so that's good. So I've shown you a couple touch-up tricks tonight or today. Let's see how this tip's turned out here. Oh, it was this side. Oh, it was this. That'll be good. It was this that I don't quite want to sand yet. We'll wait an hour or so and sand it. Start bringing it around, working it, massaging it, bringing it back to life. But at least all the burn marks where I burned the paint through are gone. I got a little. Yep. Okay, let's see if we got any spots on the top that need it. I don't think so. Just the nose. Just the nose, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that till after I fly it, I think. Still got to bone it out yet. That spot I'm looking at is. I wish the iron trick would work on this, but I know it's not. We'll do it after if we fly it. It's right there. It's so tiny, like the size of the head of a pin. But not gonna be able to sand it out. You're gonna have to acro green, reshape this whole nose right here and paint that whole spot to get that gone. We're starting to get shiny though. It's starting to look pretty good. It's just starting to look pretty good. I've been working on the top. I haven't been working too much on the bottom. That's why I'm doing the bottom and fixing the buggers first, and we'll continue to keep sanding on the bottom. I'm going to go over this area right here. I see some swirls in it. Pretty good though. See my fingers up here? That's how shiny it is. It's pretty good. It's about a 1 foot finish so far. We'll get it. Well, you can still see it up here. You just can't see it real good in this light. Let's see where we're at. Oh, there we are. Let's see here. Maybe it's because I'm bouncing this light off of it. There we go. I can see it. Look at this white square right here and watch my hand. You can see my hand. It's about 18 inches away. I just seen a cucaracha. God. Where'd you go? Ah, there you are. Ah, got away from me. You didn't get away from me. He came from Dayton, I'll guarantee you. He got a free 350-mile ride, but he ain't gonna live here. We don't have cucarachas here. We got them in. I got them in Dayton though. Now, what do you think? Getting pretty shiny. But it is a lot of work. Gotta go over this area right here. This is pretty good. If I was using spray shine, it would be spray shine and polish and go. No sand, and it would be perfect. But it'd be heavier too. I wonder if this thing's lost any weight. I wonder if it's back down to 56 ounces yet. And if I remember right, my Junar flew the best at 58 ounces. So if it takes 58 ounces, we'll just add more clear to this turd. That would be another quart of clear. I'll put a coat over the whole thing and go through this again. What happens is, as the gross weight goes up, the CG moves back. You don't want to add concentrated weight. You want to equalize it over the whole airplane. Otherwise, you get that thing of body in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon equal opposite force. That concentrated weight, when you make a turn, if you put a lunk of solder on the tail wheel, that tail wheel wants to keep going. But if you spread it out over the whole airplane, not so much. That's why these engines, the only drawback on these engines is their weight. The power is great. That's why I always try to move them back at least a 3/4 of an inch, and I put the gas tank back in the wing as far as I can get it. Get all the heavy stuff back towards the center of gravity. But it still has to balance. And then, of course, I'm a guy, I like the 16 1/4 inch tail moment, not the 18 to 22-inch tail moment that some of these guys are running. That's due to clock time. How long does it take to go around the corner? Does it, turn, or does it go what like that? It's all personal preference, I haven't won the nationals, and probably will never win the nationals because I just don't have the time to practice. If I devoted as much time as everybody else who has won, probably could do it. But all the things have to fall in line. All the stars have to line up correctly for you to win. Of course, it helps too, if you know what you're doing. It's kind of, let me tell you a quick story. A priest took this guy, a boy who was an orphan or whatever, to a boxing match. And he saw the boxer kneel down and do the sign of the cross on him, say a prayer. And the boy asked the priest, he said, "Father, why does he do that?" And he said, "Well, it's all well and good, but if you don't know how to box, when you get in there, it doesn't do much good." Yeah, that's about right, too. So I know how to build. I know how to finish. I know how to fly halfway decent. But to get to that extra level takes an extra commitment I'm just not willing to give. I'm not going to stand out there in the cold and fly flight after flight after flight. It just ain't worth it. California, well, I could see, but then it's pretty far away. I could see, that you could do something. Yeah, don't do much good if you don't know how to box. Everybody that's in here, put a number or something in the chat. Let me know you're still here. Otherwise, we can wind this up. We're already in an hour and 38 minutes. I showed you how to touch up. And when we come back at midnight, which I will be back, guess what I'll be doing? I'll be sanding. The first thing of the 2023. I'll be sanding. Everybody still here? All 10 of you? All right, doesn't look like much. So we'll be back later on this evening. We'll see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. Happy New Year. If you don't come back, I wish you guys all the best for 23. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.